is the most fundamental driver shaping the future of agriculture. By 2050, the world would need to feed an additional 2 billion people. This translates to a staggering 50% increase in agricultural output compared to today. Focus on intensifying production, more agricultural output compared to today, or less land while simultaneously ensuring sustainable practices is essential. This necessitates embracing innovation like precision agriculture, maximizing yields through targeted resource use. Ultimately, meeting the demands of a growing population hinges on our ability to innovate, optimize resource use, and explore sustainable solutions. Fertilizer, which has a major impact on the food security of over 8 billion people, has been in the spotlight due to rising prices, demand scarcity driven by global events, climate impact, and changing soil health. The global fertilizer market is expected to surpass 250 billion US dollars by 2030 from $193 billion in 2023. Looking at the future, preserving climate and soil are very important. Several research works are being carried out worldwide to improve the efficiency of nutrient use, which directly reduces its loss into the atmosphere, soil, and water. Process changes have resulted in the decrease of pollution load for producing fertilizers by about 20%. The focus is now on climate smart. The focus is now on climate smart agriculture practices, balanced use of organic and inorganic fertilizers, biologicals, water-soluble fertilizers, application of micronutrients, etc., contribute to core principles of regenerative agriculture. Your company is monitoring the 4 core principles that will help to know about the fertilizer market. Fertilizer market analysts Argus and CRU are forecasting global market for fertilizer to witness annual growth of 1 to 1.5% over the next several years, assuming the business as usual. At the same time, various industries looking to decarbonize will turn to green ammonia in ever-increasing quantities. All fertilizer companies should consider producing their own green ammonia and blue ammonia while preparing for the world in which ammonia is traded like a commodity. Agriculture and fertilizer Indian scenario. India's GDP grew by 8.2% during 2023-24 and 6.7% in the Q1 of 24-25. The economy is expected to grow by 7% in the current fiscal. There has been 1.4% and 2% growth in the agriculture sector in 2023-24 and Q1 of 2024-25 respectively. Agriculture is a vital sector of Indian economy and contributes to about 18.2% in the country's GDP at current prices. It is growing at an average rate of 4.18% over the last 5 years. The Union budget for agriculture and allied services is 7% more than the previous year, which will thrust the growth in the sector. Recognizing the importance of the sector for overall development of the Indian economy, the Budget 2024-25 covers several measures to boost the agriculture sector, comprising of introduction of new high-yielding varieties of seeds, provision of natural farming, promoting self-sufficiency in oil seeds and pulses, impetus for digital infrastructure for farmers, price stabilization funds, etc. The use of fertilizers is indispensable for the development of agriculture. As a result of erratic progression and distribution of the monsoon over India, the production of major food crops reduced marginally to 328.85 million metric tons in 23-24 compared to the year 2022-23. However, oil seeds and sugarcane production is estimated to increase during the year. Urea production during 23-24 was 31.41 million metric tons compared to the previous year at 28.50 million metric tons. The imports came down to 7.04 million metric tons compared to 7.58 million metric tons in the last financial year due to enhanced production of urea. Fertilizer industry welcomes the steps taken by Government of India on the continuation of the ongoing urea subsidy scheme up to 31st March 2025 at a total estimated outlay of 3,68,766 crores for 3 years up to 24-25 and for the recent initiatives to better nutrient management. With government support, the fertilizer industry will continue to play its role for development of agriculture in the country. The budget allocation on fertilizer subsidy for 24-25 has been maintained at rupees 1,64,103 crores. For urea, it is rupees 1,19,000 crores for 24-25. The budget estimate will depend on international prices of fertilizers, raw materials, intermediates, feedstock, and geopolitical situation. Government is providing additional subsidy to insulate the farmers from any rise in MRPs of fertilizers in view of rising cost of indigenous production due to increase in the price of raw materials or finished products in the international market. It would extend help by way of additional allocation of fertilizer subsidy in case upward trends in prices of the commodities are envisaged. Event with significant impact, natural gas prices had gone up during the first 3 quarters of 23-24. However, the cost of urea produced by your company was lower since 35% of the production was naphtha-based, the price of which was lower compared to RLNG price, and the balance 65% of production was domestic gas-based, which was also lower than RLNG price. Your company has stopped using fuel oil and the boilers are being operated with 100% natural gas. Currently, the domestic gas price has been fixed at $6.5 per MMBTU. The natural gas pipeline laid by Indian Oil Corporation enabled your company to declare commissioning of the gas pipeline between Ennur and Sayalkudi, which is the connecting point for the Ramanathapuram Tuticorin gas supply line. Your company is assured of its full quantity of NG requirement from two sources, that is 0.9 MMSCMD from the domestic gas well of ONGC and the balance of 0.45 MMSCMD of imported RLNG from Chennai Ennore, Sayalkudi NG pipeline. Your company has become 100% NG compliant from March 2024 and comes under gas pool since 1st May 2024. Using naphtha as a feedstock has been completely stopped, and the using of natural gas, a cleaner feedstock and fuel, is environmentally friendly raw material for the manufacture of urea. Government of India has rolled out one nation, one fertilizer policy through which urea would be sold as Bharat Urea by all manufacturing and distributing companies. The fertilizer bag design has been changed to be in line with government guidelines, which is common for all fertilizer companies, and a portion of the bag can be used for the company's name, logo, etc. Other interesting developments are the manufacture of nano urea and its field applications and innovation in the area of green hydrogen and ammonia. We will also suitably respond to technical challenges and regulatory requirements. Your company has rolled out an innovative nano product called Spic Shakti. Company's performance and looking ahead, your company achieved production of 5,22,535 metric tons of neem coated urea during the year 23-24. The profit before tax was rupees 142.99 crores compared to last year's PBT of 299.76 crores. Lower profits in current year was due to lower production because of unprecedented flood in the plant premises in the month of December 2023, which resulted in plant shutdown till middle of March 2024. Your company is marketing urea in Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and parts of Maharashtra. Your company continues to undertake the following marketing activities: awareness programs to farmers to use Aadhaar cards while buying fertilizers. As per the directions of the Department of Fertilizers established by Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samriddhi Kendra, that functions at a one-stop shop for knowledge sharing in the latest agronomical practices, details about development schemes, etc. Also have opened 2,573 numbers of EMKSKs covering the states of Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Maharashtra as per the allocation received from the Department of Fertilizer. Soil and irrigation water testing services to the farmers and guide them to follow judicious use of fertilizers based on soil fertility level and crop requirements are also being offered. In-house and outreach training programs to farmers to enhance their capability to adopt latest practices in agriculture to increase their returns from farming. Demonstration farm is also being developed at Tuticorin to have first-hand information about the economic benefits of integrated farming. The bi-monthly magazine Pannai Cheidi Malar popularizes the agriculture's latest technology and resource optimization, sharing the success stories of fellow farmers. Deployed audiovisual vans to educate the farmers on preservation of soil health, adoption of new technologies to mitigate the impact of climate changes, and practices on integrated farming to increase the returns from farming. Nano urea, the latest technology supply as nanoparticle of urea was released by IFCO. Your company is exploring the possibility with manufacturers of nanofertilizers introduce, promote, and market nano urea in the southern Indian market. Your company will be critically looking at the various policy changes that the government may bring in from time to time and devise strategies to ensure sustainable performance. Dividend. The board of directors have recommended an equity dividend of 15% for the year 23-24, which is the same percentage as declared in 22-23. The payout is rupees 30.55 crores. CSR, as a responsible corporate citizen, your company has contributed to sustained growth and development of society through several CSR initiatives. All CSR initiatives are driven by our belief to contribute meaningfully in the area of health, sanitation, nutrition, and education. It is not mandatory for your company to spend towards CSR activities in view of the absence of profits computed under the relevant provisions of the Companies Act 2013. However, several activities were undertaken voluntarily, considering the need of the local community and for improving the ecology. The total amount spent on these voluntary activities is rupees 25.65 lakhs. Talent management. I firmly believe that your company is as good as its people. People talent development has been a key and continued focus area, and your company attaches great importance to talent management and progressive HR practices across levels. Employees attended many internal and external programs through virtual platforms. Succession planning and long-term career growth plans create a healthy leadership pipeline and a robust organization. I'm passionate about developing future leaders and building a great team. Hence, I personally oversee and am involved in identifying, training, and development of senior management personnel for the continued success of your company. Acknowledgement. I thank the central and state governments, Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation, financial institutions and banks, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Ministry of Shipping and Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation for their continued support. I also thank all our customers, dealers, vendors, and suppliers for their continued support and cooperation. I appreciate the sincere efforts of all employees of the company. I thank the members of the board for their valuable support and guidance. On behalf of the board of directors and myself, I sincerely acknowledge and thank the stakeholders for reposing their faith in us. I wish you and your family questions on the percentage of capacity utilization, artificial intelligence usage, solar panel capacity, fire and safety initiatives. If Mr. Balu, whole-time director, can answer these questions, please.
Very good evening, Mr. Sara. The first question was, what is the capacity utilization of the plant for the financial year 23-24? Just now, chairman has told that the capacity we have produced close around 5,35,000. So our capacity utilization is only 87% due to 3 months shutdown of the plant due to flood. So this is for the answer for the first question. Second, usage of artificial intelligence. So currently, your plant has been updated with the latest DCS technology in both ammonia and urea plants. And with that, we could able to achieve 99% of the process efficiency in the plant. And the third question regarding about the solar power capacity, the Greenham Energy, this is a subsidiary of SPIC Limited. And from that, SPIC consumes around 20% of the green energy for the production of ammonia and urea products. And regarding the fire and safety, your company operates a wet system in the entire plant. It is all being connected with the closed firefighting systems. with a backup of DG pumps as well as with a power backup of 40 power plants. And these are the 4 questions we have asked.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Balu. Thank you. Also, Mr. Saraf wanted to know about ESG rating and legal cases. So, ESG rating is not compulsory. So, we don't do ESG rating for our company. However, we will ensure that we put some words on our ESG efforts in the balance sheet so that going forward, the shareholders will know that what efforts we are taking on ESG front. And then, as and when if the rating becomes necessary, we will be ready pretty quickly to get it rated. Legal cases and status, you have all seen I mean, as a company, every company today has legal cases. But most important is to focus on the more critical ones, which are under the contingent liabilities. So we are addressing those legal cases which feature in the contingent liabilities, and hopefully we will be able to bring some results to ensure that these legal cases are quickly sorted out and removed or reduced from the list of contingent liabilities. But all I can tell you is I can assure the shareholders that I don't see this as the board and myself. We don't see this as a problem to affect the value of the company. Then I will move on to some of the questions Mr. Abhishek has asked. He spent a lot of time on market price should be more. I'm afraid I can only run the company if efficiently. I can make sure that all the stakeholders' interests are taken care of. I have very little to do with what the market price is going to be. Number of employees, um, perhaps Mr. Balu can answer that question. And Balu, would you like to give a reply for the number of employees?
Abhishek, the total number of employees in SWIC is, as on date, is 573 people.
Okay, thank you, Balu. Expense reduction is an ongoing process, so I can't go into details. I mean, this is a core initiative that as a company we keep doing consistently. Um, Conduct calls with stakeholders. I mean, we will do all what is required as per proper governance and proper compliance as a listed company. Apart from that, we do conduct very often calls with various stakeholders like banks, customers, farmers, etc., etc. Plant visit, I'm not aware of your request. However, if you would like to visit, please do write to the company secretary, and I don't see why we can't organize that. Again, you had talked about hybrid AGMs. We will try to do AGMs which are most effective. And I feel at the moment the virtual AGMs are best in the interest of all stakeholders. The growth triggers for the company, obviously for fertilizer manufacturer and a urea manufacturer, the growth triggers are very limited in our business. It is all about energy. Energy is basically the growth trigger, capacity, and making sure our products are sold because we have very limited amount of input, which is all quite well visible. We have very straightforward market. So and then the brand is also now being sold under the Bharat Urea brand. So all we have to focus is on energy. And that's the key trigger for us to succeed in this business. Um, Also, Abhishek wanted to, do some inspection of documents and also about some, he had certain points on the portal. I mean, all these points are well noted, and we will make sure that whatever is to be done as per due governance and compliance, we will do it. Mr. Kejriwal has come up with several other questions. Um, the guidance for 3 quarters, perhaps I'll request Mr. Anandan. I mean, of course, as a listed company and as management, we are not able to give you guidance on what the future quarters will be, but I would expect that our production will be normal. We don't see any disruptions. Our production will be normal, and we should be able to, all going well, run to full capacity with the energy levels that we have been seeing. So that's regarding as much as I can, the best of my knowledge, give on the quarterly guidance. I would like the CFO to explain on the subsidy of 25,000 crores, which Mr. Kejriwal had asked.
This 25,000 crore for only phosphatics, sir. It has got nothing to do with urea. That is only for phosphatics. Okay.
Thank you, Anandan. Also, you have asked about the future of Greenam. We are only a shareholder of Greenam. Greenam today produces renewable energy coming from floating solar panels, and their capacity is fully utilized. So I can't comment more on their future. However, green aspects are something to be considered for our business, and we are constantly looking at how we can help a lower carbon footprint in the industrial environment. And this, of course, comes from utilizing renewable energy as one source, and even gas to an extent has made us switch over to more cleaner fuel than what we have been using before, namely naphtha. CSR points well noted. I would like to reaffirm that our focus is on primary health care, and definitely addressing drinking water is part of the primary health care initiatives in the villages we take care of. I would definitely like to hold the AGM as soon as possible, but we do have to give allowance for all the required accounting and auditing procedures to be completed before this is done. So we've done our best to do the AGM this year. We'll try, if possible, to do it a bit earlier. You have commented on promoters' holding should go up. Very well noted, Mr. Kejriwal. Thank you for your comment on that. With that, I have been able to answer the questions that